Chris Hamblin back with you here at ArizonaSports.com for another edition of College Hoops Coast to Coast. A look around college basketball and a look ahead at what you need to watch this weekend. And we start with the mid-season player of the year. And I'm going to go to the Big 12 for this. And his name is Thomas Robinson. He plays for Kansas. 17 points, 12 rebounds a game this season. Shooting 54% from the floor. T-Rob outplaying not only every player in the country, but every big man in the country. Do you hear me? Jared Sullinger at Ohio State. Speaking of Sullinger and Ohio State, the Big Ten and the Big East right now completely cannibalizing each other inside of conference play. You've got Ohio State losing on the road to Indiana. Wisconsin has lost 3 in a row in the Big Ten. And now you have Louisville totally falling apart and falling maybe back to earth in some people's estimations as they were a little bit overrated. I still like that Louisville Cardinal team. Notre Dame, how about this in the Big East? A surprise. They're 3-1 so far in conference play. I take these losses inside conference play on the road with a grain of salt because when you go to NCAA tournament play, you know one thing. You're not playing on the road in hostile environments. You're playing in neutral sites. So, sure, it can build toughness and character for your team, but what it doesn't build right now, for me at least, is fear that some of the top teams in these conferences won't advance deep into March. A team that is in turmoil right now. A lot of changes happening down in Tempe with Arizona State and Herb Sendek's team. Keala King, suspended, now removed from the team by Sendek. He had some interesting comments this week about how 40% of players never make it to their sophomore year before transferring in college basketball. 2 theories on this from me. Number 1, coaches overpromise during recruitment and kids think they're going to play a lot more right away. Number 2, there is no such thing as a kid playing Division I basketball who hasn't been the man on his roster in high school and AAU ball, and he can't adjust to not being the man, to fitting into his role at the collegiate level. And that's what happens so often. That's why the turnover is so high inside of college basketball. Each and every week, you send me a question via Twitter. It's our Twitter question of the week. I know, what a cute name. This week, the Twitter question comes from the Big 12 and Kansas State. Is Kansas State head coach Frank Martin the most interesting quote in all of college basketball? I'll let you be the judge. Here's Frank Martin after the Baylor loss this week at home in Manhattan, talking to the local play-by-play man.
Frank, your thoughts after the game, the emotion just unbelievable here tonight, and you came up short.
Can't turn the ball over, man. You know, your point guard has 3 turnovers with a 4-point lead. It's hard to win.
The basketball team, you now go on the road 3 out of your next 4 games. What things are you looking for to improve on the most as you get ready for the next part of your conference schedule?
How about playing a little defense? You ever heard of that one, Stan?
Coach, I appreciate you spending the time.
Yeah, I know Frank. Covered him his first 2 seasons at Kansas State. He's all business, and he's not happy when he loses. He is a full of emotion, run high all the time coach. Run hot all the time coach, too. You got to know him to love him and appreciate him. He's genuine. And, yeah, I do think he's probably the most engaging quote in college basketball. I mean, seriously, you saw it. He's straight. He's to the point. He comes across a little abrasive occasionally, but Frank Martin is a totally genuine guy in college basketball. Time now for what you need to be watching this weekend, and it's a Mountain West Conference game. I know, it's the Mountain West Conference. Hang with me. Number 12 UNLV and number 22 San Diego State will play. UNLV, their coach, has them playing really, really well right now in Steve Fisher at San Diego State, a team coming off a nice run in the NCAA tournament last year. It'll be a fun one to watch coming up on Saturday when UNLV takes on San Diego State. Thanks again for checking us out here at ArizonaSports.com. I am your college basketball insider, Chris Hamblin, and this has been another episode of College Hoops Coast to Coast.